Welcome one and all. We have perfect blue skies and quite a contest ahead of us. This really is a feel-good football match. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Germany. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Now it's Havertz. That has been slung wide. Sané. He's going for goal! That's going wide left. Tar. Back to the keeper it goes. It's Kimmich. And it's Musiala. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Musiala. Now it's Sané. Done delicately. Musiala! Oh, that is asking for trouble.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Can he get on the end of this? Can he latch on to this? Sané. Opts for safety. Neither side yet able to find the net. Now it's Havertz. Pavlovic. And it's Musiala. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Out towards the flank. And that is out of play. It's going to be another throw. Nicely weighted ball, and that was asking for too much. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Musiala. And he's had it nicked away. That's Wirtz. Musiala. Played out towards the right wing. Anyone who's joined us late, I can... That's surely a foul. Free kick. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague and they look worried. Germany are down to 10 men. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now this could be a chance. Delivered across. And he's there to clear it. And he's had a shot! And he's there to belt it away.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Wirtz. That signals the end of the first period. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. And we get things going again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Nice-looking ball. He's found space here. Wirtz receives it in a wide position. Goes for a shot! He's got a goal! And the game has liftoff. How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Wirtz. That's a good run down the left. And Mecha.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
That's a pretty loose pass. Looking for options for movement. Just eases him off the ball. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a...
And the finish! Oh, that's fabulous! That is a gem! An absolute gem! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, They say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
He just absolutely speared that in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Ivory Coast can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Ivory Coast restore parity.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And the counter is on. Now it's come to nothing. It's out for a goal kick. It's a good foot in there. Mecha, Kimmich, distributed tidily, and it's Musiala. Now then, the ball's come loose. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. 75 minutes played. Space for him to turn and look. Can he finish? And that's a good finish. And the comeback is complete. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So here comes a substitution.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal. Germany really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Looking for the run. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, this could be it, past something close to a minor miracle.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Big chance! Well taken goal. And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Foot in, and here's Havertz. Oh, good take in a good area. Pass somewhat off target. Nemecha. And it's Musiala. Wirtz. Wirtz! And with that, the end. Germany can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Germany really did suffer for their lack of numbers here.
Well, they were up against it, but these players can take heart from what was a worthy response. There was no sign